Hi, this is Simon Chen and welcome to my network marketing training. Members of my coaching mastermind groups can ask me questions on a weekly basis for any tips and advice. And today's question comes from Christina, an advanced Diamond Mind member from Perth, Australia. And Christina says, would you recommend, and this is a great question, would you recommend for a husband and wife team, which is very common, to have separate blogs or the same blog? So that question all depends, okay? And with marketing, you really have to think about, there's no correct answer for marketing. Why? Because it all depends on your market, who you're trying to target, and what you're trying to accomplish. So, and this applies to, it applies to a lot of, like a lot of people in the network marketing industry and couples. Who are you trying to target? Now, if you're trying to target, for example, couples, so define your market first, okay? So for example, if you're, Christina, I know you're a work-at-home, stay-at-home mom, you've achieved some type of level of success already in network marketing. If you are targeting other stay-at-home moms with children, I would not include your husband there. Because how could your husband relate to that group, right? Also depends on demographics, ethnicities, who are you trying to target? Now, if you're trying to target certain type of couples and you want to market yourself as a team, then I would recommend maybe having the same blog. Okay, if your husband's targeting a separate group and he markets himself differently, I'll recommend again separate blogs. So a good example to look at is you look at my business partner Scott McGee and I. Okay. Scott McGee he has his own separate website, themlmblogger.com. Okay, when we go out and approach prospects, we go from two different angles where people don't even know that we're partners together. Okay, until they get started with our business, they know about it. Because I'm more like general network marketing focused. Again, go to his website, themlmblogger.com, themlmblogger.com. Okay, he focused strategic more about internet marketing. Internet marketing, getting started, learning how to generate leads online, websites. That's his focus. That's his niche, right? And he's not necessarily looking for just providing network marketing. Although he's a great network marketing trainer, he can do that stuff. But his niche, he wants to target people looking for online things, and that's his target. While for me, I market off more about my previous successes and providing network marketing training in general. So we find it more effective. Again, when you do marketing, you can't go out for the whole pond, okay? Because if you go for the fishing for the same big pond, you're looking for sharks, whales, minnows, tuna, salmon, all different type of fishes. You don't know what type of bait to throw out there, and a lot of it's going to be wasted bait, right? You get the wrong type. If I want to just get sharks, I need big pieces of meat. If I put big pieces of meat, all this tiny little fish will nibble at it, but I'll never be able to catch those tiny fish because I'm wasting a lot of bait, right? So it's the same thing when you're marketing. Focus on a niche, and then you make sure you dominate and be good at that niche. You can't go for everyone. So again, it's like my website, more of a general overview of network marketing. Like Scott's website is more internet marketing specific. We have separate blogs, separate websites, separate identities. Okay, because if we combine it more, it'll be harder to position yourself. Harder. Again, it's providing value, right, to your subscribers, to people who go to your site. If you want me to provide value for everything, it will be difficult because there's so many things to talk about. Instead, you talk about one specific thing. So getting back to your question, it really depends on your niche. I know there are couples that market themselves because they just go wider. My advice is I would go... since you're getting started, just do something to get it up and running. Okay, so right now you want to do something, maybe do it together. And then you realize sooner or later, if you're blogging and your husband's doing it too, sooner or later you realize his writing, your writing, there'll be some clash, overlap, what doesn't fit well. That's when you realize, because he may be speaking to someone else, you're speaking to someone else, right? Different. Then you'll probably split off much better. But to get started, again, the hardest part is getting started. Just maybe, and what's easiest? Easiest, probably, should do the same blog. Do that for a little bit, then you realize what you have to change, and then ideally later on, you find your niches, you go separate. But ideally, I will recommend separate, but to get started, because again, getting started is the toughest part. If you wanted to think about, should we do together, and those are things that hold up, right? So prevent you. So just get started, do it together, get started, and then sooner or later you realize what you need to do. And it's a constant evolving. Like when Scott and I first started, we thought about doing together topics and niches. It constantly evolves, and that's part of the most important thing, just getting started, and you evolve and get better over time. So my recommendation again: do the same blog, but the goal is to be separate, to target separate niches. All right, hope that's helpful, Christina. And yeah, thanks for everyone to watching my network marketing training. Members of my coaching mastermind groups can ask me questions on a weekly basis. And today's question comes from Christina, a very, very good question about online marketing and blogging and niche targeting. All right, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. This is Simon Chan.